Hello. It's been a while, I know. I've been a little bit busy helping my father edit some videos, pictures, you know, all that fun stuff. And this is one of the most recent projects that he's posted, and I just thought that I would make this and post it to the forums so that everyone can see what it is I'm doing and helping him with. Now, we didn't have a very good thumbnail to work with, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go, in a sense. As you can see here, there's supposed to be three lights at the bottom, and he neglected to put one of the lights on. So just using the clone slash magic erase tool here, I just circled the one on the far right here, this one right here, and I pasted it over here. And I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and try and position it the best I can over here where there should be a light. So I also kind of cut it a little too close, so I'm just using the handles to stretch this out to give me a little bit more room to play with and clean up. So soften up the edge of the eraser a little bit. Oh, made it a little too soft. There we go. And for anybody who knows the tricks of Xara, I'm just using Alt to kind of get the straight lines with Xara so that I'm not just making a mess. Okay, so now that we've got that cleaned up, let's bring this in and see how it looks. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. Doesn't look too out of place, I guess. Okay, now another reason that I'm doing all this is because if you have noticed, these lights are supposed to be on. They don't look like they're on. They look very dark, very dim. Um, so previously, I did do this was one that we tried before that kind of worked out, but it's still not great. But I did do this. I put these on top of the lights. I'm just going to copy this, go back to this one here. Also, if you didn't notice, there's the white page here. And when I brought this image into Xara, the white page looking thing was gone. Now, all I did was drag the image up to here and it kind of quote unquote imported it into Xara and that page was gone. If there's a way to get rid of that permanently, I would love to know that because I do not like that white page. I feel like it gets in the way or it's just not necessary. I don't use it. I always do everything off to the side here, as you can see. I always do everything off to the side, away from this white page, because sometimes you can lose something on here and it would just be a mess. So if there's any way to get rid of that, I would love to know that. Any tips would be greatly appreciated. Just gonna flip these around and I'll do one at a time. The way I did this was, you can see that it's kind of yellow on the outer portion and then kind of white on the inner. This is two separate pieces. This is more yellow, as you can see up here. I'll bring this over. You can see this is more of like a, almost like a banana colored yellow. And then this is just completely white with a fade, so to speak, or like a transparency, that's the word I was looking for, on the outer edges here. So that's how that's done, how I did that. And it was all just trial and error. I didn't just know how to do this. This was all completely just trial and error, and surprisingly it worked out. So, and the way I did it was bring it over here, and I would just kind of move it around, squish it, transform it in all different ways to try and get it to fit properly in the light. Turn it a little bit. Shrink it down just a smidge. And there you have it. You can see, even at a distance, how different that looks from the original light. So it brightens it up. It actually makes it look like it's on, and it just looks better. And I'll do the same thing. Whoops. Just moved the whole image. I'll do the same thing with the other two. Turn this a little bit. And we'll do the last one as well. Turn it a smidge, squish it a little bit. You're essentially just jamming it in there. There we go. And that's how I got the lights to look like they're actually on, as opposed to just sitting there and off. Also, again, this was completely trial and error. It was almost kind of on accident, because I didn't expect on putting this one here, but it was nice to be able to show off some things that I have learned with Xara, thanks to everybody on the forums and my father, who has also provided a lot of tips on Xara, because he has been using it much longer than I have. And I'm just steadily getting more and more proficient with Xara. And this is also just kind of almost like a thank you to everybody who has provided tips and tricks, and even people who have done videos to show me how I can do something different. So thanks, and I hope this provided a little bit of insight into what I'm doing and what I've learned. And if anybody else has any other tips, tricks, information, what I'm doing wrong or what I could have done better, I would love to hear it.